There is a current in the unseen, a river of light, so soft, so radiant, that to even brush its waters is to remember everything that you ever loved and everything that ever loved you. This current is Aphrodite. She, the breath of the cosmos, made flesh through energy, the soft flame in the eyes of the beloved, the first sight of morning when beauty kisses existence. She flows through glances, moves in the grace of fingertips, and dances in the spaces between words. Aphrodite is a living essence. She the embrace of life itself. She the pulse of creation, where love and light becomes form. She the kiss of the invisible upon visible. She the elegance woven into motion, soul woven into body. Her presence is the music of being seen, the perfume of the sacred, of sacred remembrance. She arrives in the hush of awe, in the shimmering of stillness, in the moments where truth is touched without explanation. Her light is golden rose, warm like warm light, tender like moon-touched water. She carries in her the rhythm of ocean, the glow of stardust, the harmony of the universe, in rapture with itself. She is the flame that draws soul to soul, the mirror in which you recognize yourself as divine. She gathers together all the lost pieces of longing and turns them into unity, intimacy, pleasure, beauty, expansion. Her embrace holds pleasure, reverence, devotion, transcendence, power. She speaks in the language of sensation, velvet across the skin, the sound of laughter that trembles through bones. The way you gaze can turn time to honey. She teaches you to receive fully, graciously, ecstatically. She opens your palms to receive abundance of source, to the overflowing, effortless stream of love that fills you endlessly. She offers presence, the kind that awakens everything around her. Flowers bloom brighter in her presence. Hearts unfold with ease. Time expands to hold the sacredness of connection. She offers sensual wisdom. Every sense becomes an instrument of joy and attunement. She teaches that every texture, every sign, every taste is a sacred message. The world becomes a living altar. She grants radiance, beauty that arises from within, a light that emanates from knowing oneself as worthy, as luminous. She reminds you that your essence is precious, that your truth is magnetism. She gives magnetic power, the kind that draws all things into harmony, the kind that invites others into their own fullness simply by being in your presence. She guides you to carry desire as divinity, to call forth what matches your soul. Aphrodite's energy flows easily into those who are soft, open, and devoted to beauty, to unity, to intimacy. She enters hearts that are willing to feel deeply, who allow wonder, reverence, and play. She flows through being, who see life as ceremony and every encounter as sacred. She adores offerings of love, of presence, of beauty. She delights in candlelight, rose petals, laughter that dances from the belly, eyes that linger with reverence, silk that touches the skin, poetry whispered in secret. She receives every act of devotion as the song of the soul. She blooms in spaces of play and joy. When you move your body to music that stirs your hips, when you taste your food with delight, when you wear colors that makes your spirit glow, when you say yes to pleasure with the fullness of your being. She arrives through your breath. When it slows into presence, she steps in when you meet another with your heart first. She fills the space when you touch with awe, speak with sweetness, and laugh without asking anything in return. When you whisper her name, when you feel the yearning for softness, for union, for truth wrapped in velvet, she comes. She flows in first as warmth in your chest, then as a shimmer in your eyes, then as a golden light that moves through your body like a lover and a flame. She brings remembrance. She brings grace. She brings a frequency of life that elevates everything it touches. She is the unspoken yes of the universe, the arch of the back in surrender, the dance of galaxies in your veins. She arrives in your creativity, in the painting you lost yourself in, the poem you wept into, the gaze you held just a moment longer. She moved through your artistry, your stillness, your embodiment. She's the one who turns self-love into an offering, pleasure into prayer, connection into divinity. She is the caress of spirit over skin, the hand of source that reminds you, you are love, made visible. To welcome Aphrodite is to soften into truth, to open fully, to walk as temple, to breathe as blessing. To carry her is to become the fragrance of the sacred. You are the rose and the nectar. You are the touch and the pulse. You are the priestess of pleasure. the embodiment of holy beauty. And when you let her live through you, you awaken the world. Hearts open in your presence, eyes light up without knowing why. People feel safe to be seen. They remember softness. They remember that they too are divine. This is her gift through you. This is her devotion, her love. This is the temple of Aphrodite. In your heart, in your gaze, in your voice, in your presence, in your energy. When you're ready to share her, she flows through you like perfume. You become the garden where others remember their own spring. You speak and people bloom. You walk and people follow. Not to imitate, but to remember their own radiance. You know, when you carry Aphrodite, you do not seduce the world. You awaken it. And when you offer it fully, you do not seek to change it. You become the invitation for the world to fall in love with itself again.